Hi, and welcome to Simply Radishing Yoga. Today, you can join me at Peace Retreat in Costa Rica for a short flow to help you feel good and open up your body. We'll get started today in Child's Pose, toes together, knees wide, sinking the hips back and walking the hands forward. Take a deep inhale, filling the body, and an exhale to release. Holding on to this deep breath throughout your practice today. We'll begin by moving over to the right side of our mat, stacking our left hand on top of our right, drawing our hips back and getting in a nice big stretch into our left side body. We'll send our breath there. Inhale and exhale, allowing yourself to be grounded in these first moments of our practice. Take another breath here. And then as we're ready, we'll take it to the other side. Right hand stacking on top of the left, hips drawing back, and sending those deep breaths into our right side body, feeling that expansion through the right ribs. Inhale and exhale. Focusing on our breath here. As we're ready, we'll bring it back to center. We'll take a variation of thread the needle, so bringing our right arm underneath our bodies here, relaxing our weight to release tension that we're holding in that right shoulder. We'll just continue to breathe here. Take one more round of breath here before we get in on the other side. So as we're ready here, we'll extend our right hand out long, opening up through our left side before coming down on top of that left shoulder and left arm, getting in that nice big stretch on the other side, just allowing our weight to relax onto that shoulder here, and allowing ourselves to breathe, using our breath to cultivate presence here. One more round of breath here. Inhale and exhale. From here, we'll make our way back into Child's Pose and then into Tabletop. We'll start by turning our right fingers towards our knees as we take our cat-cow breaths. Inhaling to drop the belly and gaze up. Exhaling to round out the back, feeling that nice big stretch in our right wrist. Another inhale to drop the belly and gaze up, and an exhale to round out the back. From here, we'll face those right fingertips forward again and take it on the other side, bringing our left fingertips towards our knees and beginning our cat-cow breaths. Inhaling to drop the belly and gaze up, exhaling to round out the back. One more round here, inhaling to drop our belly and bring our gaze up. And we'll exhale to round out the back. Turn those left fingertips back to center and take a few hip sways or hip circles. We'll just take a moment here to listen to what our bodies need, moving in a way that honors that. If we've taken circles, maybe we'll reverse directions here. Just continue to sway or take a child's pose. Whatever you need in this moment here, this is your practice. From here, we'll extend our right leg out long and get in a nice stretch through our right hamstring, planting that right foot, applying as much pressure as we need to open up through the back of the leg here. As we're ready, we'll come into plank, and then dropping our right knee down, we'll get that same stretch on the other side, just gently pressing back into our left foot, grounding down through the toes and the ball of the foot here, applying as much pressure as we need to open up. Inhale and exhale. We'll come to plank and press back into our down dog. We'll take a few breaths here to pedal out the feet, dropping one heel towards the earth and then the other. Once again, just listening to what our bodies need here, if we need to sway out our hips or any other movements that feel good to us, as we ground down through our hands and push our hips up to find the length in our spine here. We'll come up on our toes and drop both heels over to the right side, getting in a nice stretch through our left side body. Then our next inhale, we'll bring it back to center and exhale to drop the heels to the other side, breathing into our right ribs and right side body this time. Getting in that nice big stretch here before we come back to center. We'll inhale to roll forward to plank and exhale to press it back down dog. On our inhale again, we roll forward to plank and exhale to down dog. Inhaling, roll forward, plank pose. Exhaling, press the hips back, down dog. Another roll forward will bring us to plank. And we'll exhale to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. We'll inhale to plank again and pause, dropping our knees to our chest, to our chin, and coming down onto our belly here for cobra. Bring our arms out wide, coming onto our fingertips, and we'll drop our left shoulder, gazing over our right first. Getting in a nice stretch through the shoulders, and then taking it on the other side, dropping our right shoulder and gazing over the left. We'll inhale to center again and take it to the other side again, gazing over our right shoulder as our left shoulder drops down. And then back through center to the other side, right shoulder drops down, gaze over the left. Flowing back and forth these a few more times if it feels good to you. Inhaling to center and exhaling to drop a shoulder. We'll inhale to center, exhale, release. And press back into child's pose, keeping our knees together, grounding down through our toes and the ball of our feet, walking our fingers forward. Deep breath here. Long, slow exhale. Allowing ourselves to ground down in this moment before making our way back up to our down dog. From our down dog, we'll walk to the top of our mat, finding a forward fold. We'll inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift one more time. Exhale to plant the hands, stepping back into our plank before lowering down to our belly. Take another variation of cobra here. So bring our arms out wide. We'll inhale up. Exhale to roll forward. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale forward. Just moving in a way that feels good to us here. Finding that length in the spine as we inhale up and exhale down. Take one more round, then plant our hands, pressing our hips back and finding our down dog. Our right leg will lift and we'll open up our hip for fire hydrant here. We can stay here or plant our right foot, finding our flipped dog. Taking a deep inhale here as we open up the heart. And we'll plant the right hand, coming back to three-legged dog before planting our right foot, coming into a low lunge, dropping our back knee here. We'll inhale to lift our arms and our heart. Grabbing our left wrist, we'll take a big stretch through our left side body, reaching over to our right side. Grounding down through the feet and still finding strength in the legs here. A nice steady foundation before we inhale back to center, plant our hands, and take a vinyasa if it's for us. Lowering through chaturanga and inhaling to open the heart. We'll meet in our down dog. From here, our left leg will lift. We'll peel open our hip for fire hydrant. And once again, we have the option to go ahead and plant that left foot and open up our heart, finding our flipped dog. Taking a deep breath wherever we're at. If we've taken flipped dog, we'll go ahead and flip it back over, finding our three-legged dog and then stepping that left foot forward, finding our low lunge here. And then inhaling to reach up tall and taking our stretch to the other side. So we'll grab our right wrist and draw over towards our left. Finding that strong foundation in our legs again. Breathing into it here. As we're ready, we'll inhale back to center, planting our hands, stepping back to plank and taking a vinyasa if it's for us. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. And back to our downward facing dog. Take a moment here to reset. We'll inhale back to plank, exhale to down dog. We'll roll forward to plank on an inhale again, Exhale, down dog. Rolling forward on our inhale, pushing back on our exhale. Once we're ready, we'll just walk to the top of our mat again, finding our forward fold, inhaling to halfway lift, exhaling to fold, inhaling to halfway lift, exhaling to fold. Another inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold it forward, planting our hands and taking it back to a plank, lowering through chaturanga to upward facing dog, and then pressing our hips back, downward facing dog. Take another moment here to reset whatever movements we need, and we'll just gently walk to the top of our mat again here, finding our ragdoll. We'll have our feet about hips width apart, reaching for opposite elbows, and just allowing our upper body to relax, allowing us to open up our hamstrings here, swaying back and forth if that's for us. And then as we're ready, we'll sink into our Malasana squat. So we'll have our toes turned out, using our arms to press our knees out from each other. We can use a block under our pelvis if we need it here. And we'll just breathe here, allowing our hips to gently open. And as we're ready, we'll make our way into a seat for a seated wide-legged forward fold. Just bring our hips to a comfortable place, legs out as wide as we'd like them. We'll just gently bend forward. We can turn our toes up towards the ceiling if we want something a little deeper, or allow our legs to relax. Once again, just listening to what our bodies need here today. We'll take one more round of breath here. Inhale and exhale. And we'll just gently walk our hands back to sit up from here. Bringing our feet in and our hands behind us, we'll find our reverse tabletop. So pressing our hips up, we can drop our head back, opening up our heart to reverse some of the folding we've done so far. Take a deep inhale here, and on our exhale, lowering our hips back down to the earth. We'll just gently come onto our backs from here. We can draw our knees in and take a few little circles along our lower backs, roll out our ankles, really just whatever feels good to us here in this moment. As we're ready, we'll bring our feet down to the earth, relaxing our arms alongside us, then pressing our hips up on an inhale for bridge pose. Grounding down through the feet, opening up our heart and hips here. Continuing to breathe. We'll lower down on our next exhale, setting up for wheel, planting our hands and pressing our hips up. This isn't in your practice, we can take another bridge. Just wherever you're at, continue to breathe into it. One more big, deep inhale. And on our exhale, we'll gently bring it back down. Taking Supta Baddha Konasana as our counter pose, soles of the feet together, knees wide, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Allowing yourself to be grounded here and aware of your breath as you feel it enter and leave your body. Take one more deep inhale, feeling our belly rise, and exhale. From here, we'll come into a figure four, so crossing our left ankle over our right leg first. We can hang out here, draw those legs in towards us, grasping behind our right thigh, or on top of our right shin, if that feels good to us. Once again, just listening to how deep your body wants to take this pose here. Continuing to breathe into it wherever we're at, finding that release in the hips as we begin to close out our practice here. As we're ready, we'll release our legs and get in on the other side. So our right ankle will cross over our left leg, and we can draw those legs in towards us if that's for us. Once again, just taking this pose as deep as you would like to, or backing off if that's what your body calls for today. Just breathing wherever we're at, allowing ourselves to relax, sending love to the parts of our bodies that need it. As we're ready, we'll come out of this pose gently, Spreading our arms to a T alongside us. We'll bring our knees in for a squeeze from here. Once again, just whatever movements we need, little hip circles, or a happy baby reaching for the outer edges of our feet. We can rock back and forth if that feels good to us. Play with straightening one leg and then the other. Just find the final movements your body needs here before we make our way into our final resting pose, Shavasana. We have nothing left to do here today but rest, allowing ourselves to feel present in our bodies and ready to carry on with our day. Take a few breaths here. I invite you to stay here as long as you need. If you're ready to carry on with your day, I invite you to leave your Shavasana. Be sure to check out my other videos. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for being here.